Hello everybody and welcome to Manchester Explore. Nothing crazy today, as I thought I'd share my walk at Rock Rimmon Park. As I tend to walk my dog here at least 3 times a week. I do a quick loop up here just to give my dog a little bit of exercise as well as myself. But if you follow this channel, I've already made a video of Rock Rimmon where I shared a bunch of old photos and went over some brief history of the area. But there were a few people in the comments that mentioned that I didn't film enough of the actual rock itself. So here's your footage. Now that the leaves have all fallen, you can actually see the cliff face. But what we'll do is I'm going to walk around the perimeter right here, and I'm going to go on the back side of it. And I usually let my dog just run loose a little bit in the areas where there's no broken glass. And we'll check out the sand pit, and at the end of this video, or towards the end of the video, we're gonna head up to the top of the rock and give you guys a nice view of Manchester. And for all of you who haven't lived in Manchester in many decades, obviously it's changed here a little bit. I don't know if you can see it in the distance, but the pool is gone as it's now a splash pad. And this is a very popular pickleball park. There's always people playing. I'm surprised there isn't people here today. And there's also a modern playground, basketball court, and a skate park. I'm using my GoPro, which isn't great for perspective. But how high is this cliff face? What is it, like 100 feet maybe? 150? I've never looked into it, but it's something like that. I'd say about 100 feet. I used to be a painter. I'm just trying to figure 2 fully extended 40-foot extension ladders. So that's around 100 feet or so. Maybe a little over. So there you go, there's your footage of the cliff face. And the way this was formed, there was actually, there was the ice age, and there was a glacier that rolled through here, and it just carved this out. As this was actually part of a hillside that went over this way. And if you head over that way, you can see the foot of the hill, which is called Little Rock Rimmon. So the entire center section of the hill was just destroyed and just pushed away. I don't think a lot of people realize that, but Little Rock Rimmon is actually the foot of the hill, which would have continued on to the top of this cliff. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that, 11 or 12,000 years ago there was a mile of ice here. And that's really not that long ago. In Earth time, that was like a week ago. In human time, it seems like a long time ago, but it really wasn't. And I might send this to the mayor's office, as there's so much potential here. As I'm a mountain biker and a hiker, as there's a really nice set of woods back here. If the city would actually dedicate it and maintain it and create a park out of it for mountain biking and hiking, it'd be awesome. It really would. The problem is, all the punks that go back there, and they would just destroy all the trails and it would just get destroyed. So you would need a full-time babysitter here as well. You'll often see people rock climbing here, rappelling and rock climbing. Come on, Tuck. We'll let you go, buddy. Let's go. We'll see if he's got the zoomies today. Sometimes he runs around like Speedy Gonzalez. It's kind of funny. As I was saying, there's a lot of trails here. Come on, Tux. Let's go, little buddy. Which way you want to go? Straight up? He's not looking too energetic today. Let's go, Chuck Norris. Come on. Good boy. I still go mountain biking here on occasion, but it's not maintained, so there's a lot of loose rocks and twigs and just stuff in the way, so it's kind of an obstacle course to go mountain biking in. But this would make a great mountain biking area. Come on, Tuck. The other problem is all the vehicles that come in here, unfortunately, they would tear the trails up if all these trails were to become, you know, legit mountain biking or hiking trails. The problem is people sneak in here with trucks and off-road vehicles and they tear the place up. So I don't think it's ever going to happen. Come on, Tuck. It's funny, I think he knows I'm filming. He acts weird when I have the camera out. Let's see, I think I'm going to go to the sand pit first and then do a U-turn and then go to the top of Rock Rimmon to show you guys the view of Manchester. And I feel bad for ATVers, you know, people that ride four-wheelers and dirt bikes and whatnot, as there's really nowhere to ride anymore. So, you know, I really can't blame them for coming out here. But then again, all the land's posted, like in Goffstown and all the surrounding areas where, you know, as a kid, there used to be a lot of trails that were open to the public, but they're all shut down now due to like mud trucks going in there and just destroying the trails. So now they're shut down. They're all posted, so it's kind of a win-lose situation if you want to be an ATVer. There's really nowhere to go anymore. There's a puppy, Tux. Hi, how you doing? No. You're not the boss. He's actually friendly. He's just small and skittish. Yep. You can't handle him, right, Tux? You can't handle the big puppy. Right? Come on. You're just letting him know. You're gonna do your laps. Let's go. And this is the, there's like a little sand pit here. You know, I don't live too far from here, but during the warmer months, there's always people partying up here. You can hear them all night. Lighting off fireworks, revving up their motors, having a good old time. You're being lame today, Tux. You're usually running around like a maniac. You'll like do like laps around this area. You're having a low energy day, bud? Come on. There he goes. Let's go. Go. There he goes. He's getting wound up now. You want to go to the top of the rock? Yeah? Let's go. How old is Tux? I think he's 10 years old. You know, he's getting older. Come on, dummy. I guess we're going this way. No, we're not going down yet. Let's go, Tuck. He's doing his business. And I'm a good dog owner. I always bring bags, even if I'm in the woods. There's nothing worse than stepping in dog turd. Right? You stink. Let's go. We gotta go up on the rock. And for those of you who have been following my channel, I used to have a golden retriever named Rusty. I'll share a few pictures of him. But he passed away last February. He was a month shy of his 17th birthday. And he's very missed. So shout out to Rusty. And now we're starting to get some views of the city. Come on, Tuck. Let's go, buddy. Come on. Good boy. He's such an obedient dog. He really is. He was just born that way. I never even trained him. He just like instantly listened. Obviously, we got a slight graffiti problem up here. You know, you're not going to win that battle, but fortunately, the granite will outlast the paint. So in the long run, the cliff and the rock is going to win. And I'll share with you a quick view of Manchester, and we will conclude this video. It's a very small city from up here, that's for sure. I know I recently made a video and said, somebody made a comment saying that Manchester isn't small. I'm like, yeah, it is. I could jump on a bicycle from this location and get anywhere within the city within 30 minutes, so it's really not that big of a city. Not including traffic, of course. And I'll show you guys the view of looking west real quick towards Goffstown. As you can see, the two Uncanunic Mountains, which are the smallest mountains in New Hampshire. They're barely classified as mountains, as they're barely both over 1,000 feet. I don't know if you can see that. If you're watching this on a large TV, you can, but that's St. Anselm's College in the distance. You had enough? Yeah? You getting tired? Let's go. Now we're heading home. I was gonna go down one of the steeper trails, but all the rocks are, they're covered in leaves right now. It's very slippery. And Tux's legs are only like 3 inches tall, or 3 inches high. So I don't want him not seeing what he's stepping on and snapping one of his legs. Right here, there's a nice view of the Rimmon Heights district. Having trouble talking today. And I live within this neighborhood right below me. But I'm sure many of you can recall when the DuPont pool was still here. It's kind of a shame that Manchester's gotten rid of pretty much all their pools. As they've all gotten old. They need too much work, so they ended up just filling most of them in and creating splash pads instead. As to operate a pool, unfortunately, it's a money pit. It really is. And for whatever reason, the city doesn't want to distribute money to the citizens so they can enjoy themselves. I don't know where all the money goes. I really don't. As I was saying earlier, this would make a great park. I mean, it is a park, but if you go to the left of me, there's a lot of woods there, and there's a lot of trails. Unfortunately, they're just trash. They're full of litter. There's abandoned vehicles out there, homeless camps, etc. But there's a lot of potential here, and it's kind of a shame that the city's doing nothing with this land. I think they're holding on to it for future development. You having fun? Yeah? You're starting to get the white face, Tux. You're getting old. You're getting old like me. yeah, I've only got another, I'm almost 50, so I only got another 10 years of being able to do the stuff I enjoy doing, and then I'm going to be for real old. With my age, I actually feel pretty good. I know most of my the people I went to high school with, most of them are, let's just say, not fit. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work to stay in shape at 50 years old. It really is. It's not like when you're 25, you can go to the gym like twice a week and build muscle. It doesn't work that way when you're older. There he goes, off to the races. Where are you going, Speedy Gonzalez? We'll get a good shot of him here. Let's go, Chuck Norris. Let's go. I never thought I'd own a small dog, but he really does. He does everything the same as a big dog. Right? Where'd he go? Come here, Tuck. Tux. We gotta end this video, buddy. Well, he's smelling something. Whatever. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this this quick video of Rock Rimmon Park. Again, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.